That was totally fab.
Oh, thank you.
This man is Seckou Keita. I asked him to do the intro to this video, but we got interrupted by a fellow concert goer who just had to thank him for a wonderful performance. Okay, let's try that again, Seckou.
Thank you. Hello, Seckou here, having a great time. Beautiful.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Can I get your
No problem.
sign? Absolutely. No, that was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that.
I'm glad.
That is literally it, Thank you.
Cheers, David.
Cheers.
Seckou Keita. This gig was your idea.
I've done no research into this. I'm just coming to listen.
I've done a bit. I've listened to some of his music, and I'll tell you what, it's brilliant.
Instrument I've never seen before.
Yeah,
not?
the Kora.
It looks like a harp on a board, so I'm imagining a more lilting sort of style. But I
Yes.
could be very wrong.
No, I think you're approaching something. Apologies for the lack of continuity in these shots. We've got slowly, steadily changing RGB lights around us. So
If we
there's-
grayscale it,
I might just monochrome this whole section, to be honest. The national anthem of Senegal, translating to English, is actually pluck your Kora and bang your balafon. So the Kora, which he is playing tonight, is actually name dropped in his national anthem, which is pretty cool. Where are we? I should take the moment to explain exactly where we are for this incredible performance, because David and I made a real hash of it here. We are in attendance at the excellent music venue that is Lost Horizon near Cabot Circus in Bristol for future classical music event Noise Nights, hosted by unconventional concert promoter Through the Noise to bear witness to singer and sensational Senegalese Kora player Seckou Keita. Got that? Good. Do you believe I did all that in one take? Well, thank you very much for suggesting this. Upcoming, we've got Elephant Gym, who are Taiwanese math rock band, and also will be returning to Dead Space Chamber Music for their Dark Alchemy show in Bristol. It's quite a big thing, actually. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. But tonight we are here to see Seckou Keita.
we'll ask for an encore at the end.
I'm not cheating.
No.
I'm not cheating. Look at this man's face. I've never seen such an honest and enthusiastic smile on somebody who isn't my wife in a room full of puppies. I said this in my Jamie Dorval review. I've seen so many acts and bands live who, you know, they play note perfect, but they're still on stage like they're awaiting an urgent tooth removal. Music should be fun. Happiness is infectious. It meant that every single member of the audience felt an immediate and powerful connection with this guy. And before we knew it, we were singing along and smiling and bobbing about just because he told us to smile. How could we say no? I normally try to capture an audience member's POV of these gigs. This time I have to give a huge shout out to both Sekkou's management and also the guys at Lost Horizon, because they not only gave me permission to film, but also they let me set up at the side of the stage out of everyone's way and with a clear view and brilliant angle of the joyful performer and his Kora. Thanks, guys. The Kora is hard to describe, although not necessarily from a mechanical point of view, although to me it does look more complicated than a four-dimensional piano. Give me 6 strings and a Marshall amp and I'm well on my way. But this thing has 22! I can barely play a 12 string. When played well, the Kora is a beautiful instrument. It can evoke a wide range of emotions and sounds. Seckou showed us that he is a virtuoso of the instrument, capable of using it to sing you to sleep, move you to tears, make you stand up and sing your heart out. Sing we did. But don't just take my word for it.
Yes, it was great.
What do you think?
It was amazing. It was so emotional, like emotionally charged, and just so like organic, wonderful.
It really was. It was just so interesting to see like the music through his stories. It was like I was so through his music even.
Absolutely. Yeah, you could see like the memories that he was like reliving throughout his performance. Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was awesome.
David and I attended this gig almost on a whim, actually, intrigued by the fact that we had never heard of this man or his music before. This, as it turned out, was a really good idea because it gave us a very honest and immediate and first time around kind of appreciation for the music. We got to experience it firsthand for the first time. With that being said, I think it's time to answer a rather important question. Seckou Keita, who is he? It's actually a very interesting question. So in order to answer that, as well as I can, I'm actually going to take an excerpt or two from his album 22 Strings, which gives a little bit of background into the culture of both the man and his instrument. Once upon a time, centuries ago, the jinns or spirits of the West African savannah handed the first ever kora to a traditional bard or griot called, and I'm going to apologise now for my inevitable butchering of some of these words, sorry, Jali Medi Wuleng, Jali Medi the Red. It was a fabulously sophisticated instrument made from materials that were easily available. Gourd, good spot David, leather, wood and metal. And it was graced with 22 strings. When Jali Medi died, his fellow griots took one of the strings away to commemorate his passing. Ever since, most koras have had only 21 strings. But in southern Senegal and northern Guinea, the instrument's native land, the 22-string kora is still alive, with that extra string opening rare possibilities for groove and melody. Seckou was born into a family of griots, the aforementioned bards to whom the 22-string kora was gifted, and the form of the instrument that he plays today. His griot heritage is from his mother's side, but his father is a descendant of Emperor Sundiata Keita, a man who founded the Malian Empire, a powerful trading empire in West Africa. Now, Google says that the emperor's name was actually Sundiata Keita. I'm not sure if there is a difference, but I'm going to quote Sekkou's album on this one, because Google also says that his genre is urban French pop, which doesn't seem quite right. Actually, how would you categorise Sekkou's sound to us Westerners without resorting to the amorphous and rather archaic term world music? Well, when asked about his genre, Seckou himself says, "I don't know if I'm a folk musician, a jazz or a world one. Forget about categories. My music is just music for the soul." Excellently put, Seckou. Bards weave verses about influential and noteworthy people. And being the descendant of an emperor who literally founded an empire sounds like a person of note to me. Seckou has within him the blood of both griot and Keita, of bard and of emperor, or as he puts it, eulogizer and eulogized. Now, I don't want to be accused of plagiarism here, so I'm done with all of the quotes. But I'll be honest, I was tempted to make a mini documentary about this guy once I did a little bit more research into him. The man, the music, and the instrument has got such a rich history and culture behind it. It's absolutely fascinating. This video, however, is focused on the gig and this chap's wonderful performance. And after captivating us with his incredible solo show, he rounded the night off by performing with a friend of his.
This is literally the only spot we can find with decent enough lighting outside in Bristol at the moment, and it's too loud in Lost Horizon for us to be able to say anything. That was really good!
It was really, really good. I have never seen a crowd which has gone from stunned silence for one song to great crowd engagement.
I think the fact that he managed to incorporate a lot of emotions into it really helped.
Sometimes some artists feel like they're just playing the songs, whereas he felt like he was experiencing the song, I would say.
We were there as like guests, effectively, which was nice.
The dynamics he was able to create using pizzicato and just the range of the gaming thumbs and two fingers on each hand, as that's how you play.
I bet he'd be great in Mortal Kombat.
But yeah, a great game.
It was like an hour and a quarter sort of thing. It was like
still too short.
And he only played like 8 songs, 7 songs. It wasn't actually that many, was it?
No.
It was like we got 3 songs in. I was like, oh crap, it's been more than 20 minutes. The time just went by so quickly. Anyway, it's late and it's a school night.
And it's dark.
And it's dark. We should probably go home. But thank you very much, Seckou Keita.
Fade to black.
Ah. Only I do the transitions. And thank you very much to his management, who I spoke to before this gig, asking if I could film it. They've been absolutely lovely about it. Also, I'm going to link everything that happened tonight. It was called Through the Noise. They put on events like this all the time. Do check them out. Lost Horizon, marvellous venue. Right, it's my transition.